どうも、今からTVです。こんにちは。ところで本日はですね、ちょっといきなりなんですけれども、質問。皆さん、ストレッチといえば何を思い浮かべますか？ストレッチ。
Middle split.
The split? 開脚ですね。そう。それだけ。
Finish cut.
っていうのもですね、so since we're like ballet dancer and then doing YouTube, like we always get the comments、about stretch, right? Like how many times should we stretch? How, when, like all the questions like we constantly get, right? So sometimes I explain and then like you don't need to do too much and stuff. And then I still get the comments saying like, oh, but like to become a professional ballet dancer, you have to do like extreme, crazy stretch or something. And I was like, why people start saying that? I think now I know why, because it's on YouTube. There's like a crazy stretch,
but that's more for gymnasts
with the ballet clothes.
Because I know that many young gymnasts that they wear like leotards, but they are actually gymnasts, and right after that they join the ballet school. That's why, especially in Russia, that's very common to do.
Right. Technique. So for us, like we watch those kind of video, we automatically imagine, oh, this is gymnastic. 多分これね、皆さんも多分見たことあるかなと思うんですけどもね、こちらのこの、サムネイルちょっと出したいんですけども、多分これの影響なんじゃないかなっていうのを思っていて、そのプロを目指すバレエのストレッチといえば、このイメージみたいなのをね、もしかしたらちょっとね、持たれてる方いらっしゃるかなと思います。僕もね、こう動画はね、今日の今日まで見たことなかったんですけども、サムネイルでね、こうめっちゃ出てくるなのでね、今日はね、このネレアさん、ロシアで、4年間、ボリショイバレエ学校っていうね、エリートバレエ学校で、習っていて、僕もね、ニューヨークのね、バレエ学校にいたんですけれども、その2人で、今日はね、その動画を見てみて、実際にそのストレッチって効果あるのかとか、これは何のためにやってるのかとか、この一般の人はね、このストレッチやった方がいいのか悪いのかとか、そういうちょっとインフォメーションみたいなのを、インフォマティブな動画をね、今日はやっていこうかなと思います。リアクションビデオ。
We actually used to do this stretch.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's crying. I think this is the thumbnail. It has like 11 million views on YouTube.
We used to do this at the Bolshoi Ballet Academy.
Were you crying? Or somebody was crying? Nobody's crying?
I remember some of our Japanese friends used to cover their faces with a towel.
Okay.
I don't know what was going on under.
Was she crying or?
I don't know. We weren't crying, but this is kind of insane. Yeah, it's actually strength more than flexibility, I think.
At the same time, but like more like strength, right?
Yeah. I think my Russian teacher, when I was in the Basque country, she wanted us to do this. Yeah, this is exactly the same stretch.
Have you done this much?
Maybe not so much, but around here.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's all gone.
Like, I mean, the first one we used to do that. I mean, a little more or less.
This is basically how they teach you to do. That's actually really good to open your chest. Yeah, I like to do this one. But you need to be really careful. Here, she's having a trainer. So I always recommend, we used to do this all the time.
Yeah, and she's crying so much.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be gentle. You cannot be crazy about it.
Yeah.
They always say like 30 seconds, but we will be there for like 2 minutes. So that's kind of insane. And I would put bricks under my hips, so the hips would be higher.
It's even more.
Yeah.
And this one?
I don't think, well, I think she can do this without everybody on top.
Well, actually it helps because you tend to like go like right and left, and like it's really hard to keep, especially like posture and stuff.
Yeah, my front knee would die. This is the same as before. To be gentle, it can hurt really bad. So you need to make sure to, we would actually stand on the leg. I think that's better than the hands, because the hands you feel a lot of pressure. The legs you can adjust,
With the hanging bar, right?
Yeah. You can adjust. Here it's a little bit more strong.
This one I've never seen, but I guess useful and then safer because you get more control. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of the knee. My knee would pop. My front knee would pop there.
So like for people, this is just the information, but like pushing the knee like this is not good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting the pressure.
Always here or here, like thigh or.
I mean, again, like they have so many people here. I don't know what's happening.
I mean, it helps.
Not really, you see.
Like in the
it's kind of weird.
ballet school, we don't have.
That's kind of weird. Like,
sometimes like we did like one pair
this hurts.
pair
for
stretch.
me. I think my quad is tight, so doing this actually hurts. And I never thought of the benefit of this. Like I was thinking, why do you actually need to do that? Because when you do like a gran allegro, you don't need to bend the back knee. But I guess it helps to like even stretch it out more.
Or sometimes people like do like purposely like turn in so like they can like make.
Yeah, but no, that's a different story. Yeah, I used to do this one. And my arms would get so tired and they...
So until here, so I have a question.
Yeah.
I always thought like having like a closed hips, like it's not really possible to like open.
It is possible if you do it like yukuri,
Right.
and very consistent. I mean, you might not reach this level of flexibility, but you can definitely improve it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you don't hold the position long enough, then you are not actually stretching out the muscle. You are actually making it tighter.
Mm-hmm.
You need to reach, I would say like 45 seconds or like a minute, and then use the breathing. That really helps to keep your mind out of that focus. Like if you focus on your breathing, that can actually help a lot.
How about this one?
I cannot see her back leg.
It's very straight.
Yeah,
She's stretching.
again, like she can feel when you have the restriction, you feel like a little bit, not even the pain, but like you feel like you cannot do anything about it, so you might get more frustrated. But actually helps that you don't need to hold yourself.
Yeah, he's helping a lot.
Yeah, but and it depends, we don't know by watching these videos for how many hours, how many days they do this. So like it really depends. If they overdo it a lot, we don't know, and that's why they are hurt or sore from the day before. So
I mean, as a ballet dancer, if you're not flexible, you struggle more like later.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
it's actually better to do it when you're young.
yeah.
But you cannot get traumatized. I mean, do you have any friends like traumatized of like extreme stretch? Not really.
No.
It's just like only this moment, right?
Based on my experience, we knew that it's medicine. In order to be able to do the movements in ballet class, you need to do this. And it's like, I don't want to work out because I'm feeling lazy, but then you actually feel good afterwards.
Right.
So I think it's kind of the similar feeling. And then obviously when you are doing it right then, it's a little hard, but it's one of the things that it's actually beneficial. So
Right. So you appreciate later.
yeah. And that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to go to like a Russian ballet school. Because I remember watching the pictures when I was little and thinking, how are they able to lift the legs that high, How are they able to do it so effortless? And I thought there must have a magic trick or, something. But there's no magic trick. It's actually stretching and hard work, and this is maybe too much. I think like...
Too much?
With the back, I feel like you need to be way more careful.
Yeah.
Because, you need to be very careful.
Before going to the last video, I have a story I want to share. In my ballet school, like actually my stretch teacher got fired because one student got like injured and then she had to retire during the stretch. So
As I said, we don't know the stories of these girls. Obviously, there are some crazier studios, and I'm not saying this is okay to do. It's okay to stretch with a good coach, with somebody who knows what they are doing, experienced. So I don't want to say, oh, this is beautiful, this is what it's supposed to be, because I don't know what their situation is.
Right.
So we need to be careful with that. It is true that it hurts, in the moment, and you need to breathe, and as we said, you need to, you see, the girl was here, and then this girl is here.
And talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a period where it's like the toughest.
Yeah. And it's not especially when you're kids, like you do the extreme stretch, and next day you're a little already like flexible, right? Yes, it's not like every day like she is crying, right?
You get, oh, this is painful. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. This hurts.
I mean, like, yeah.
Oh, this hurts. This hurts.
I feel like it's only like first day, first month.
Yeah, you see this one.
And then this one is very calm, yeah.
And for some people it might be easier than for others. That's another fact. So again, you shouldn't feel stressed or disappointed if you don't improve as fast as other people, because again, our bodies are all different.
Right. Don't compare, right?
Yeah, the fact that you're already stretching, that's already gonna be better than you were the day before.
という感じで、実際にこのバレリーナの声としてね、見ていかがでしたでしょうか。動画を途中でね、見ながらで言ったことが、エデル
そう
エデルがなんか壁をね、スクラッチするんですね。一つね、言いたいことがあるとすれば、最後にネレアさんが言ってたようにね、あんまり比較をね、するっていうのは、あんまり筋トレってよくね、成果が得やすいというか、勉強とか筋トレって、やればやるほどどんどんね、力がついてくるみたいな。成功体験を一番得やすいみたいな。で、ストレッチも、大抵の人はね、フレキシブルになることはできると思うんですけれども、人によってね、本当にその体質だったりとか、骨盤のね、開きとか骨の形とか結構いろいろありますので、あんまり他人と比較しないように、ゆっくりゆっくりデイバイデイっていうところで。
頑張ってください。So actually, for next week's video at Nerea-san channel, I'm also going to be reacting to some crazy stretches and gym workouts. So you can follow Nerea-san channel not to miss that video.
Today was stretching, yours is gonna be like workout, right?
Workout and...
そんな感じで、僕たちね、このバレエ系の動画とかいろいろ出していきますので、ぜひぜひチャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。この動画がね、インフォーマティブだなと思った方、ぜひ高評価よろしくお願いいたします。あとはね、その今日の動画を見てね、ちょっと私もこういうストレッチやったことがありますとか、今日のね、動画でね、ちょっとやばいなと思ったポイントとかね、動画でありましたら、そこをぜひコメントよろしくお願いいたします。特にない方は、ネレさん可愛いで大丈夫です。そんな感じで動画のご視聴ありがとうございました。また次の動画でよろしくお願いいたします。それでは、バイバイ。このチャンネルはバレエを広めるを目的に行っております。
このめっちゃおもろい動画を見て、
もしもバレエをやってみたいと思った方は、ヤマカイバレエカンパニーでバレエを習ってみませんか？ぜひ概要欄をご覧ください。それでは、
Like and subscribe.